Any match with Mikey Webb was good. I worked Gordy a handful. Matt Gordy.
Matt Gordy was
one of the guys, the first student that me and Ethan ever trained.
From Gulf South?
No. From when we had a school right after UC. Only we touched on it. We had a school for a few months.
Okay.
Before, right after UC, we needed a place. We had a ring, and we put it somewhere so we could train. And Gordy just.
Did you feel you were qualified to be training people at that point?
No.
Okay.
And he was pretty good. What happened to him?
He did okay. I don't like. He's not at the top of my list of guys I say I trained because he don't listen, and that's important. But even though I wasn't qualified to teach, I still felt that me and the guys that were doing it, the four of us, were still better than a lot of other guys that were trained. And not to mention Al's coming around. There was Sid Summers from Canada.
Oh yeah.
Was coming around.
Okay.
And but yeah, Gordy. I wrestled him. I wrestled him in Citronelle. And here's the kick in the ass. We're the first match in Citronelle. And
for Gulf South?
For Gulf South. And there was like 700 people. This is like the biggest indie show that I've ever seen.
Was that the first time or the second
First
time?
First time. Marcel, they give him a cheerleader outfit. I said, Percy, what do you want us to do? And he's like, whatever you want. So in my head, I'm thinking, I got to put him over. That pop, when he goes over after I do my shtick, is going to be great. And so we did. I put over a guy that I trained, and really, now looking back on it, I think it kind of went to his head a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
What's he doing now?
Nothing.
Okay.
Delivering uniforms. I've called him to see if he wants to come back, and it's never,
Okay.
He didn't. Okay, what's going on? Okay.
Sorry. Now, for the third time, we'll go to Dirty South Pro Wrestling.
Sorry, I'm being evasive.
No, not at all. It's poor planning on my part. How did you hear about Dirty South Pro Wrestling? And
Jerry Reiner.
Okay.
I believe.
Right.
My facts show.
Well, he's right here. So.
Yeah, I believe Jerry called me and asked if I would come. The first time I was supposed to get surgery done on my wisdom teeth, and it fell through and I didn't go. And then I found out I could go, and I went. And I forget who I wrestled my first match there. Honestly, not that it didn't mean anything. I just some stuff I forget.
Right. What'd you think of the show?
It was fun.
Just right.
It was a good show. I knew all the guys. Everybody that was there could work. Cornbread was there. Like Cornbread, and of course all you guys, you and Mikey, and eventually Ethan come over there. Good guys that I have a good time with.
Right.
Because I was taught that you get in wrestling to make friends and money, and it's blatantly obvious I pick friends.
Right.
Which at this point everybody should.
Yeah,
nobody's making any money.
I pick money. I don't like you guys so much.
Well,
and
I was running out of friends.
Right.
And if you got good friends, they'll loan you money.
After that comment, I think I am too.
But I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed, Jerry. I'm going to make the assumption, and I believe this is true. Has enough faith into me to know that I know what I'm doing to kind of let me do what I want to do, because that's the kind. I'm not an ego guy.
Right.
My goal is to make the show look good. I'll have a good match, win or lose, just to hope that it brings the rest of the show up.
Well, you had a 2 or 3 falls match with Mikey Webb that was fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you blew Mikey up.
People don't believe that.
I do.
Oh, you seen it?
Yeah, I did see it.
I think we wrestled like 30 minutes.
You guys went a while.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying there ain't a guy out there that can blow me up. If I get in there with anybody and let them call a bunch of garbage, my big ass will be breathing heavy. but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it up until the point that I found out they were letting Jerry go. At Dirty South.
Okay.
Mickey called. Well, actually, I found out from another guy, and then like it all kind of come undone.
Right.
Because Jerry's a friend of mine. When I found out, I had to tell Jerry.
Sure.
I wasn't going to sit him down to dinner and buy him wine and explain to him why he was being let go.
Right.
I just kind of told him,
at the show.
Yeah. I heard they were getting rid of you. Of course, you didn't believe it because the guy they were replacing him with was Bobby Wilson.
I didn't believe it.
Why wouldn't you believe that?
Well, Bobby Wilson hadn't done anything in like a millennium in wrestling, and out of all the guys that went to Mickey and tried to get the book from him.
So were there people?
Yeah, I heard. I heard there were people trying to get.
There were people pulling for it.
Yeah.
To take it from Jerry.
Yeah, you're not going to start drawing.
Me and Mickey had a good rapport, so I didn't believe it.
Yeah, and there was some according to Mickey, there was some inside guys saying that they didn't like Jerry's booking and this, that, and the other, and they wasn't being used right by Jerry, which I find it hard to believe considering they were all Jerry's friends and he was kind of letting them do whatever they wanted because they wouldn't go to Jerry with a good idea. That's not Jerry's fault; it's their idea.
Right.
You know, they should take some initiative. The guys like here, I trust you guys. Tell me what you want to do, and then you're like, I don't understand.
I wouldn't let them do whatever they want. I was nixing a lot of stuff.
Well, I understand that too, but I mean, like, if it had been a good idea, you wouldn't have nixed it out of you know, well, that's going to take my heat away. You know,
Right.
that's not the kind of guy you are. And Bruton's not ever going to. I hope I'm wrong when I say this, but I don't think Bruton's ever going to be a hotbed of professional wrestling. I don't think the Brutonians are going to turn out in masses.
The Brutonians.
to watch, you know.
No, that pretty much was Bruton. That was it. Yeah.
I don't think it was Jerry's fault they wasn't drawing. I don't know how many posters they were putting out. I don't know what they were doing to promote the show, but you can book goats to wrestle each other, and if you promote the show properly,
I think that's who they're using now.
Maybe, but if you promote it properly, people will show up. They might not ever come back,
Right.
but they will show up. And guys think they're worth more than they really are on this level.
Is that across the board?
I would like to think so.
Give me a percentage.
80.
Really?
Yeah.
That high?
Come on. You could
Yourself included?
Sometimes, especially if I'm working somebody that is not capable of working.
Mm.
You know, like I'm more than willing to get in there with a guy that can do something, and even guys that suck, I'll wrestle them. But I'm not going to risk my safety for $10.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Bobby Heenan. I'll quote Bobby Heenan when he said this. Like on his shoot interview, the guy said, "If you have any advice to anybody just breaking in this business, what would it be?" And he said to put a gun in your mouth and pull the trigger because it's dead. These guys aren't helping keep it alive with their attitudes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm probably going to get all kinds of heat for this.
Is there anything that you would like to say? I mean, we've just got a few minutes counting down, and you're going to be, before we get into that, you're going to be at Ultimate on the 1st.
September 1st, and I'll be, on September 2nd, I'll be in Bayou Battery wrestling for a Mardi Gras organization I'm not familiar. The 14th, I will be in Loxley wrestling for Alabama Championship Wrestling. The 21st, I'll be in Stockton, Alabama wrestling for Alabama Championship Wrestling. And on the 22nd, I should be, if everything goes good, I should be wrestling for Mr. Hardcore.
So you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, good bookings.
Hardcore's got a good little promotion going.
They got their niche, man.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
I can respect that.
I got a lot of respect for
and he said he don't do a lot of hardcore stuff like he used to.
No, you'll enjoy it.
That's his niche, man, and that's what they do, and the people that come enjoy that.
Yeah, and I recommend anybody who likes wrestling go watch that
I'm
show.
not going to shit on a guy for doing what they do.
No, go watch it.
You know, so.
In closing, anything you want to say? I mean, you covered a lot, and obviously this is going to be another one we have to do a part 2.
I love this fucking business. I might not show it in my determination, but I love it. And I wish more guys that have been around would reach out to guys that haven't and kind of show them the way. A lot of these guys that talk about it should be about it.
Right.
And, you know, so a guy sucks. Well, don't just tell him he sucks and hope that's enough to get through to him. Sitting down and talk to him. A lot of the reason why guys, when they go in the locker room, they won't go sit with the over guys, it's because the over guys treat them like shit. And that's not fair. Because most of the guys I ran into want to learn.
Right.
You know, I'll take, if my only option when I was breaking in was some guy in his backyard to teach me how to bump, if I'd have thought it had got me there, I'd have done it. I just so happened to be lucky enough to find Al Savage, who was a phenomenal teacher, and has wrestled some good guys that he could work. And but in closing, I just wish more people would help guys instead of bitch about how bad they are.
Right. Well, those are powerful words if people choose to listen to them.
Benny Hinn, bitch.
Right.
Say.
Untouchable Jester McKain.
That's me.
Thank you for having the cojones to sit in the red chair and do a shoot.
It was a stain.
Yeah.
Sick
I
freaks.
apologize for that, but we have fun doing these, and I think people like watching them.
Send my dad care packages. He's in prison in Lucedale, Mississippi.
All right, we'll close with that. Jester McKain, thank you for being part of the Invasion Shoot interview series, and
Tell nobody.
we'll see you next time.
That's solid.